The government listened to experts that have no clue as why the coronavirus spread so rapidly and infected so many people. That is why they are allowing dangerous activities. This article will explain that and what you must do to prevent the coronavirus from using your body to spread the virus to others. This will explain the coronavirus in detail and show you how to safeguard yourself, so that we can eliminate the coronavirus from this world. Coronavirus is a quick-spreading virus that take over this world like storm. It is dangerous and has killed many people around the world. Many world leaders got criticized for their slow action because they do not know how fast this virus spread, and they worried that such action like lockdown will affect the economy. That is why many people get infected and die. Asia countries have a better handle of the situation because they had past pandemic experience like SARS and MERS. Countries that experience this coronavirus pandemic for the first time need to learn from others countries that has experienced and had this pandemic under control. Seriously, otherwise there will be many people going to die. The people that has the coronavirus do not know that they have it until sometimes over 2 weeks later. It might be too late after they feel sick and have to go to the doctor or hospital to get tests to see if they have the coronavirus. The coronavirus already multiplied in large number and enter their lungs to kill them. Meanwhile, they can pass the coronavirus to others during the time that they do not experience symptoms. The symptoms of coronavirus include the following: fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headaches, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea. 30% of the people will lose their sense of smell and taste. This group and the people that have mild or no symptoms will pass the coronavirus to others. There is a new article from MIT researcher that stated pathogen-bearing droplets of all sizes, coronavirus, could travel 23 to 27 feet, linger in the air for hours. The social distancing guidelines of 6 feet by the World Health Organization, and the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, are based on the outdated models from 1930s and is inadequate. The coronavirus can be transmitted from person to person by an infected person without wearing mask when they sneeze, cough, shout, yell, cry, laugh, talk loud, and sing in the following 3 ways. Number 1. Direct contact, by handshake or kissing from an infected person. Number 2. By droplets from an infected person. The droplet is 5 micron or larger, which will travel from 3 to 6 feet and will land on the ground. Number 3. By air call airborne from an infected person. Droplets that are 5 micron or smaller will be airborne. The size of the coronavirus is less than 1 micron. It is airborne, remain suspended in the air and linger for hours and spread over a wide area. It will travel far distance by ventilation inside a business or house. Outside it will be travel even farther by wind. Therefore, anyone who inhales this air will get infection if they do not wear mask. Furthermore, it will stick to hair, face and clothes. This is how 60% of the infected cases in South Korea is caused by one person through contact tracing. So they recommended others countries do not gather in group. Therefore, frontline nurses and doctors in hospitals have to wear mask and protective clothing to protect themselves from infected patients. This is why gathering in group, going to the beach on a hot day and outdoor dining are very dangerous because most people in this kind of gathering do not wear mask. People do not wear mask when they are eating. Staying home while refraining from gathering in groups is a way to control the spread of coronavirus. The coronavirus can live on surfaces for up to 9 days in droplet form. It survives longest on metal and plastic surface in cold weather. In hot weather, the droplets will be killed faster outside on hot surface. They will die in hours instead of days. This is the only advantage of hot weather. The droplets will be killed faster. Do not think countries with hot weather will have less coronavirus infection due to the heat. It is spread like crazy. The size of the coronavirus is less than 1 micron, over 50 times smaller than the thickness of the average human hair. Only N95 and N99 face masks will block this virus. If worn correctly, the nose clip has to be adjusted so that there is no gap, thus preventing air from entering. Wearing this type of mask is uncomfortable because breathing is very difficult, so only frontline nurses and doctors need to wear this type of mask. The social distancing guideline of 6 feet and wash your hands with soap and warm water throughout the day by experts and the government only prevent coronavirus transmission from direct contact and in droplets form. People followed theirs guidelines and still get infected. Many experts have no clue as how the coronavirus spread so quick and infected so many people. It is spread by airborne in the air. The effective method to slow the spread of the coronavirus is that everyone has to wear mask in the public. Any mask, even reusable mask like home-make mask and large handkerchief is fine. People in countries that experience this pandemic for the first time do not want to wear mask. It is uncomfortable and they do not get used to it. Some people say, "It is my life, I have the right to choose." Actually, wearing mask is to protect the public more than to protect yourself. It is similar to doctor wearing surgical masks so that their virus will stay inside the mask when they sneeze or cough to protect the patient during surgery. There is a new research indicated that masks have holes for one-way air out is not safe for public. The sneeze and cough from a person wearing this type of mask will splash out from the holes to the air. You can use this type of mask when the pandemic over or put a disposable surgical mask over this mask if it is okay. Wash your hands before you eat to protect yourself and throughout the day to protect others. Always wash your hands when you cover your sneeze or cough with your hands without wearing mask. The proper way to wash your hands is to wash them for at least 20 seconds with soap and hotter than warm water. Make sure you wash the area around your fingernails and under your nails. Use the paper towel that you dry your hands to turn off the water in public place instead of touching the faucet with your fingers. Do not eat cold food like salads unless you make it yourself and you know that it is safe. Heat will kill the virus from hot food. Try to eat fast and put your mask back on when you are in public places or at work. Remember that an infected person can spread the virus in the air when they talk loud or laugh without wearing a mask. The virus will be spread in the air, linger for hours and spread over a wide area. Anyone inhales this air will get infection. So do not talk when you are eating. You can do that after you wear mask to protect others. The coronavirus kills people by entering the mouth and nose and then to the lungs. It is a respiratory disease that destroys lung tissues and cells until people cannot breathe. The death coronavirus cells will cause pneumonia in the lungs. The body will try to fix that, and therefore the body will be overwhelmed. It is very dangerous for people who are overweight, elderly, have asthma, high blood pressure, heart and lungs problems, chronic diseases and any other illness. These people usually will die from body overwhelmed. The coronavirus will destroy the lungs tissues and cells. The lungs cannot get oxygen to support other organs in the body like the heart, kidneys, and liver. Those organs will fail. And that is how the coronavirus kill people regardless of what their age or health condition. People will die if they cannot breathe. According to a study from Johns Hopkins University, 67% of the tests are false negative if a patient get tested within 4 days of contracting the virus. Therefore, it is important to feel and monitor your body even though you test negative. The best way is to adapt a way to safeguard yourself like the instruction next. Coronavirus is dangerous and kills many people. But it can be killed easily if you follow the instructions below. It is afraid of heat. It is very important to do the following steps daily so that you will kill the coronavirus directly if you inhaled the coronavirus from the air. It is extremely important to kill the coronavirus when they are in your throat before they multiply into large number and enter your lungs and kill you. You just have to make a little change to the way that you drink. The air that people breathe and the food that people eat will pass the throat. There are 2 pipes for air to enter into the lungs. Take a sip of hotter than warm liquid every 20 to 30 minutes as recommended. It can be tea, coffee, chocolate, water and even soup. Hotter than warm but not hot. Be careful not to get burned from hot liquid. Drink from a cup and do not use straw. The main purpose is to kill and flush the coronavirus from your throat. Drinking from a straw will not do that. Do not drink anything cold for now. Cold drinks will help the coronavirus survive longer in your throat. You can microwave your drink or milk if it is cold. Baby milk should be changed to warm instead of cold. This will kill the virus and make your throat moist so that the coronavirus cannot attach themselves to your throat and multiply themselves and infect you. Currently, your immune system is the only way to fight the coronavirus since there is no medicine to cure this new virus. Take vitamins C and zinc and get enough sleep for 8 hours so that you have a strong body to fight the coronavirus. Gargle your throat with warm water and 30% salt or vinegar for 1 to 2 minutes at night and in the morning if you have sore throat. This step will safeguard yourself from coronavirus and many other viruses and germs as well. The first response people like nurses and doctors are the most vulnerable to this virus and should do the steps mentioned every day. People that are working during this pandemic need to be careful so that they do not transmit the virus to family member by wearing mask at home, eat separate from family member and stay far away from elderly or family member that has health problems to keep them safe. You can wear mask and make baby, but no kissing. The coronavirus can stick to your hair, clothes, and body. To protect your family from coronavirus, change your clothes immediately once you enter your home. Put your dirty clothes in a plastic bag like a trash bag and tie the bag if you do not wash your clothes right away or hang your clothes outside to dry in the sun. The heat from the sun will kill the virus. Take a shower right away with water and soap and water that is as hot as you can handle to kill and wash away any virus. To be safe, it's best to sanitize the food and anything that you buy from the market or grocery store. You can use warm to hot water and add 30% of bleach, salt, or vinegar. Wet a clean towel and wipe the outside of the boxes, bottles, and canned goods. You can use sanitize wipes or spray. For food and vegetables, do not use chemical, use warm water with 30% of salt or vinegar. Soak your food and vegetables for 10 to 15 minutes, let them dry after a rinse, and place the items in the refrigerator. Remember to sanitize your deliver packages as well. At home, sanitize the items that are being touched the most like doors knobs and handles, restrooms faucets, toilet flush handles, kitchen countertop. You have to sanitize the whole house if someone in your home tested positive for the coronavirus. Schools opening for students to physical attend classes is not a good idea for now. Any school, college or university. Students are the #1 group of people that will not wear mask. Eating in school is like large group gathering because they have to take out their mask when they are eating. Therefore, a coronavirus infected student will spread the virus rapidly through airborne in the air. Although students have a strong immune system, they can pass the virus to others and family member at home. Teenagers like to go out to party and group gathering without wearing mask. School do not have the staffs needed to enforce mask wearing and contact tracing. Why create a mess if they cannot control it? Online classes are good until the pandemic is over. Many countries handle the coronavirus pandemic very well although they do not have past pandemic experience. They value human life, they learned from countries that had experience. They isolate infected people through contact tracing. They set new guidelines and rules for their citizens to follow so that they can eliminate this virus. Countries that have high infection rate have to evaluate to see what they done wrong so they can eliminate the virus as well. The government body have to realize that they are not going to be elect for the next term if they do not value people life and let many people die during the time they are in control. This is the world pandemic. Every countries is affected. Do not worry that business closures will affect the economy. Logically, it is better for the economy to have a short impact than a long one. Do not wait for vaccines or drugs for the coronavirus. Many people are going to die before a safe vaccine or drugs are available. Do not make excuses that there are not enough test kits for the coronavirus. Test kits are not 100% accurate and the virus can be controlled without many test kits. The government should set up guidelines and rules and educate its citizens to avoid dangerous activities so they can stop the widespread of the coronavirus. Control and monitor the situation until it is safe before they let business open. Otherwise people think everything is safe. The infected person will come out and start the transmission process all over again. The main causes of the coronavirus infections is by people that do not wear mask in the public, and group gathering. I hope these people will listen and understand. The coronavirus uses these people bodies to transmits the virus to others and family member. Therefore, there will be many tears when these people see their loved one take the last breath before they die. People in this world have to work together to eliminate this virus. Adults in the family should study how this virus spreads so they can protect themselves and their family from this virus. Have a talk or meeting with family member and teach family member safety so that they will not get infected with the virus. If every family in this world just do their part to keep their family safe from the coronavirus, the coronavirus will be eliminated in 3 weeks after there is no new infection. Many countries are rushed to developing a vaccine for the coronavirus right now. Normally it will take 5 to 6 years. They can speed up the process to 18 months. It involves Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. And Phase 3 is the most important, that involves test on thousands of people. If Phase 3 test fail, everything have to start over. There are about 150 laboratories in the world developing the vaccine for the coronavirus right now. Russia announced that they had the world's first approved vaccine. I do not want to talk about it to give you high hope because they developed this vaccine in 2 months. Tested on less than 100 people. They changed their law earlier so that vaccines do not need to pass Phase 3. I have no comment on this vaccine, I just want to let you know that there is one out there. Scientists in laboratory discovered that the coronavirus is under mutation, or there is another type appear. The sample they collected from China in 2019 is different from the sample they collected from Europe and the United States in 2020. If the mutation is more dangerous, the vaccine that is created for the old coronavirus might not work for the new one. The 2020 type from Europe and the United States are more complicated. It will cause an infected person to have high fever in day 1 to 4 and can damage the brain, liver and kidney if not treated right away. Therefore the person that has high fever need to go to doctor or hospital so they can be treated right away. The last thing is about your best friend like dog and pet. There are articles that said the dog was test positive and was infected by the owner and later died. The coronavirus enter from the airway, and multiply into large number and enter the lungs and destroy tissues and cells. By logic, any animal that needs air to survive can be affected by the coronavirus. It is important to change the bowl every time you feed food or water for your dog and cat. You can let them drink warm water instead of cold. The barking from a coronavirus-infected dog can spread the virus in the air. Treat your dog like people by wearing masks in the public. Many scientists believed that the coronavirus was originated from bat and passed to human. The coronavirus is an invisible enemy that uses our bodies to spread the virus quickly and killed many people around the world. It destroyed our economy and our freedom. There is no clue as how to contain this virus until now. The information in this article can be used safely to contain and eliminate the coronavirus from any country, rich or poor. This do not require any medicine and anyone can use it. The fastest way to eliminate the virus is for hospitals to pass out this article to people that are tested positive for coronavirus so they can eliminate the coronavirus themselves. And by sharing this article with others people. The people that follow the instruction on how to safeguard themselves will eliminate and kill the coronavirus directly from their throat so they will be safe. The main purpose of this article is to eliminate the coronavirus so we will have our freedom back. This is intended to be shared to people around the world. You are welcome to share this article, translate and share as long as you do not change the content of this article. This article is from hundreds of researches and articles from around the world. This article covers the coronavirus from A to Z and has a vast amount of useful information that you can use and apply for yourself. There is no article like this out there. I want to thank the people and entities that contributed those articles for the creation of this article. Many people in this world are stressed out right now from this coronavirus pandemic. Please share to give them a peace of mind.